Alright, we'll give this a wee minute, make sure we're connected before we get started. Alright, hello world, back for another night. Tonight I think we're going to wrap up our OBS integration, which basically lets this avatar world, which you'll see at the bottom of the screen there, essentially control the stream. So not only does live chat, you know, obviously get an avatar, unique voice and stuff, but I wanted the ability when out and about with my phone to take advantage of the peer-to-peer streaming aspect of Kynto, so we can bring avatars along with us. Getting close to the weekend now, so we need to get that fixed. In other news, I also have kind of reset up a staging server at the house here. So we're going to finish getting that set up. There's some issues getting the code injector, getting requests routed to that. So we need to get that done. The advantages of running that is we're going to move streaming kind of a production onto staging setup here at the house, so we can take advantage of some more chat integrations, mainly Kick, and more faster YouTube chat setup. Last night I thought I ran out of tokens with a YouTube API.
One new subscriber.
It turns out that wasn't the case. Essentially I have a hard-coded limit of 3,000 requests per stream to kind of protect myself from that. And now I have the backend reporting that, so we're going to go ahead and integrate that into the front end of our little admin control panel. So I'll be able to see if that's the issue next time. So what I'm going to do, as usual, I'm going to go ahead and fire it up. Oh, that's right, we're not showing the development environment. Well, let's get our development environment up. That's fine. Yep. Let's get our development environment up and start wiring up YouTube live chat. I noticed whenever I change the title in YouTube, it takes a wee minute for them to reorganize the video, so we might just switch that back so we can get rolling sooner than later. As usual, just go ahead into chat UI here, click YouTube. We're going to use the YouTube API integration tonight. It's just the most sound when it comes to running on Amazon. I'm going to hit start. Hopefully it starts up as usual. We'll see, right? It didn't right away. It's alright. Try again, try again. Alright, we'll manually grab our video ID. Hopefully. There we go, we're up now. It should automatically be fetching that video ID for me. So I might have to have a wee look at that code there. Let's just do a quick test from the chat. Make sure I can hear it, make sure you can hear it. We'll start with some simple front-end changes.
CodeLoch says testing YouTube live chat.
Brilliant. Alright. As usual, we'll get mug off the screen with code in. Yeah, we'll get to it. Everyone's having a decent week. I've just got through hump day. It's always important. Alright, so we have a new property coming in from the back end, right? What we're going to want to do is actually get a hold of that. So our UI is done in React. Right there. What we want to do is add an additional property here called total requests. There's 2 YouTube implementations, and I was planning on running a portrait and a horizontal stream tonight. However, we might still test it, but I did think about it. I've only got this coded so it can support 1 YouTube integration per avatar room. So we'll be essentially mixing 2 streams into 1. Start coding here. Default is to 0. And we expect an event from our server to populate this. And we'll pass that down into our live stats table. We can just go ahead and do that now. not all chat integrations are going to utilize this, so we'll make this a conditional as far as rendering. You need to update that. Some comments update. Okay, search virtual requests. Zoom in a wee bit. That will be part of our payload. Forward to 0. What we'll do is we'll just copy this to a couple of these blocks here as well. Yeah, that looks good. As mentioned, we do have a new stage set up tonight. We'll start small and easy. Okay, so I need to hack into my accordion, which we did some working last night. And we've got an additional property coming in. Sorry, it's a live table, isn't it? Well, what component it was, let's go back here. Live stats table. Also known as stats.js. Here we go. So we'll make a wee condition on here. As usual, you want to go for using destructured arguments, passing an object. It's a little bit easier to maintain and add new properties if we are done. All that to 0. It's table header, conditional. It's not all implementations implemented using the dark ages. So total requests, more than 0. Pop that in there. And now what did the same for TD. Pop in another TD tag here. That's just going to contain the total requests. And I think that'll do it. We'll push this up for a quick update. The nice thing about working on the UI or the WebGL aspects here, we don't have to enable the server and separate build pipeline. So let's capture this. It's YouTube.js. Let's see. It's brilliant. And we'll circle back and capture it OBS work. We like to start with something small here, just to get the wheels greased. Shoot that off to a release branch just right away. Put up a Jenkins build pipeline. Fire that up. Takes about 2 minutes to execute. I actually have to update Jenkins tonight and give it some of these notices. So I wanted to do that post stream. Anyone familiar with technology knows that updates don't always go smoothly. That's especially true when you're building a custom platform. We also actually have to modify our Jenkins job to add an additional step for our staging server. Let that fire off. For those new to this stream, live chat controls your avatars down there. There is commands. I'll pop them in the chat tonight. I don't always remember to do that.
DG Preston says just in for a MIN.
Appreciate you, Preston. Appreciate you checking in. Not sure if you were following this week, but let me put up local here. I've implemented an OBS controller, a WebSocket integration, so I can control OBS through Kynto as well. We did get that working last night. Got my laptop here. Quickly have to get on the charge. Pretty
Nice,
cool
congrats.
because appreciate you. Yeah, I was as I was doing the stream last night, it's like, I'd love to be able to show you guys as I work on it, and then I realized I have screen share capabilities. So I'm able to do that, no problem. I think we have a container up for RTMP. So I'm going to share my desktop here. Up. Hopefully you can see my OBS instance for testing. Go ahead and click connect, it should fire up. If I go into tools, WebSockets server settings, we do see an entry. So if I go in here and click record, you'll see it lights up. Bottom right of the screen share up there that it's recording. And if I start streaming, it fires up as well. Hop into VLC, close this. Takes a wee second to boot up. We do have to get it so the stream is basically viewable via HLS, which will let us put it in a little media player, stuff like that as well on the front end. But basically have it set up so I'll be able to bring avatars out and about with me. So I appreciate you stopping by, Preston. Tonight I just expect I'll be finishing this up, locking it down. Seconds. I just dropped the commands for everybody else. Our front end build should be done about now. Let's check that out. Yep, it went through okay. So we'll give this a reload here and see if I'm pulling in additional stats. Let's see. Yeah, to YouTube. That's nearly the command actually. Rather knows, maybe one will reload. It's possible the server's just not dispatching them right now. It's a possibility. I thought I did release that. I think we're going to clean up our pending changes that are sitting unstaged changes, get that sorted. So if I come through, I expect we're going to have some Docker and Jenkins pipeline changes to make tonight, because we want to get see if this is resolving. It's not. Interesting. Docker PS. Looks like it should be running. It's up and down. This thing. Right, we'll troubleshoot that in a minute. Still not seeing a total request come in. Push that up. I think one of the things we're going to do tonight is set it up so we can have Discord notified when we go live. So some more additional YouTube work. Popping in another button. Let's see, is our viewer counter working? That's a local. We want to do it here. Yep, we've got 10 people watching. 0 likes. 8 chats, that's not right, does it? And there's our subscriber count. 5 more subscribers to push it up to 3,200. We don't want to. Do we want to fire up a new event to tell Discord when we're live, or can we tap into an existing one? Discord live. It's time to put some authentication dates behind some of this new logic. Okay. We want possibly. It's always a good idea to separate concerns. You don't want one plugin access the data of another. However, it's okay to have a plugin dispatch a payload into another plugin and have it process it. So that's maybe how we're going to configure it. Notify live. Do code old school over here. Right, so what we're going to need to know. Well, there's all sorts of different links because you can watch in Twitch. So we'll pull Twitch URL, pull YouTube URL, and possibly pull Kick URL. And then we want to basically format a message to send into Discord channel. Let's go wire that up. We don't get a lot of activity on Twitch, but I'll go ahead and start the stream up here anyway because I did take the time to integrate it. And I've had a few people come in and I'm pretty excited about the project. So let's start up Twitch as well and generate an auth token. Let's see the way.
One new subscriber.
Yeah. All right, we got an auth token. So I think I want to automate this process, so that's another thing we can build a button for. Otherwise, I have to do this every time. Channel name, dump in the token, click start connection, now it's up. To get Discord up, super easy. Just click start connection. Now the Discord channel that's hooked up to this live stream, any chats that come in through there, be part of the stream as well. Beautiful. Put this back. Bring up our local environment again. Stream out again. It's not loaded. Interesting. DMP is a funny little beast. Well, the easiest one to pull first would just be the YouTube, wouldn't it? I'm gonna stay over here. We do have a video ID. Where is it?
One new subscriber.
Thank you. Any questions about the stack or what the hell I'm doing over here? Or if you just want to see the system working, help debug it, just use live chat. Think of it as a direct line right into the stream. So we do want to assemble a YouTube URL and see what that looks like. Oh, some crash on there. I think it did. All right, so I have to go in the channel to pull an example URL. Alright, so if you take a look, it's maybe hard to see on YouTube, but I'll just explain it. You have the domain, you have /live, and then you have the video ID. So it'll be easy to reconstruct this URL. Let's go ahead and grab that domain right there. Close this now. Hop on over into Discord. I think what we'll do is we'll code it in here first. Just make sure it all works. And then we'll set up a little event flow for it. Okay, so that doesn't mean I want to directly access the YouTube plugin. When I say plugin, the system is entirely custom, but I had to code my own plugin system in order to make it modular enough to allow for all these integrations. So it's this room plugin. So to go back and
Ivor says awesome.
Awesome, Ivor, thank you. Appreciate you. Any questions, please let me know. Feel free to subscribe if you're interested in seeing more.
wardrobe.
Okay, so I did set up an alias for the punctuation mark first. Just type wardrobe without that. I noticed that doesn't work right away. But if you just type wardrobe text, it should work for you. And we'll go ahead and fix that command right now. And thank you for the like, appreciate you. There you go. See now we get off to the right. But yeah, your support's huge. Let me go ahead and actually fix that command. So, you know, because I noticed on live chats, YouTube and stuff, the exclamation mark is how you eliminate a command. And I thought I did that up here. Right here. Right, cool. You did update. Yeah, so you just want to type move up. I have to get the instructions a little bit clearer, don't I? Sweetie boy, I appreciate you, man.
Really cool.
Yep. Yeah, just sit here and build it live. Stumble around a lot of nights. It's not the easiest thing to work on, but yeah, I appreciate the support. So what is are you into coding yourself? That likes Kynto.
I just started.
Oh, very cool. What are you looking to code? Are you getting into like game development, web dev? You could do it for a job. I'm curious. Okay, so plugin instances. That's what we're looking at.
Trying to have fun with scripting.
Yeah, no, it could be extremely rewarding. But it's also, you know, it's a hump to get over. That's for sure. Right, so each plugin contains state and we can dirtily access it, like so. We're just basically setting up a button to tell Discord the URL for the live stream. Oh, we have 28 people and that's awesome. Make sure you guys drop a like if you want to try and break this system. Let's get more people in chat. Every chatter represents an avatar. When you say scripting, are you talking in like game aspects? Like a lot of games support scripting, some not so much. But that's always fun to mess with. Alright, let's start our video URL. https://youtube.com/live. And what were you going to call it when you use the backticks? String concatenation. I think that's it. Okay.
Man, I've just been so oblivious. I'm starting with game programming, but I see the awesome stuff that can be done.
Oh, you've got the right attitude, buddy, I'll tell you that much. And if it makes you feel any better, it doesn't matter like if you have 1 month experience or 10 years or 20 years experience. If a programmer is going to be real with you, I'll tell you, it's always going to be a challenge. And it's like you're always going to be learning new stuff. Like even me here, sitting here tonight, it's just constant learning, and that's what makes it fun. So don't get disillusioned by it. You know, it's difficult for all of us, but it's also rewarding when you can see what you're doing and have it respond on screen. Like when I got it, so you guys could chat with me right into my stream. Man, that was a good night. we want to set up a send method to Discord. Essentially, we have a Discord bot, and it works two ways. So I'll drop the Discord link because a lot of people have been learning programming and just want to see the project stuff on the Discord now. There's a channel called Livestream Chat, and anything we send into here shows up in the stream instantly.
Discord_CodeLoch_mobile says shows up in the stream.
So what I'm going to do is actually just make it, when we go live on YouTube, it pops the URL up here so everyone in Discord knows.
I'll be checking out more. I was trying to wind down but can't help but to learn more.
Yeah, I used to blow up at school and work and all sorts of stuff to code. I can't say it's really changed much. There's the Discord link before you dip out. I appreciate your support and I wish you luck in your journey. So here's our on our chats. We're just going to grab this, build a new method actually. And Discord channel.
Take care, dude.
Yes, thank you, and you.
I'll check it out.
Let's see here. So working with the Discord API is really clean. Kind of like works as a WebSocket. It's fast as one at least. All you need is your bot to have a login. You want a channel ID to actually send to. So that's what we're doing now. Let's put some guarding in here, different channel, return. I prefer not nesting if statements if possible, so I like my code to be as fat as possible. Then what we'll do, we'll also guard against, if the message is empty, we'll terminate. So if different than message length, return it as well. And then we're just going to dispatch our message into Discord. All we need for that is our channel ID and our message. So now I have this function signature. I could go ahead and grab this, scroll down to where it was working, and call this to actually send out a video ID. But before I do that, I still need to construct the rest of the message. So I'm making a new local variable called message. Should additional like.
Awesome, that's 3 likes now. Your support helps others discover this stream.
CodeLoch. It's live streaming on YouTube at, I'll dump in a video URL and send that off. Cool. Let's see, how do we construct a Twitch URL? What do we need for that? Do we need to pull anything additional from the API? Let's hop into my Twitch implementation, take a look. Channel name. Yeah, I think all we need to do is send channel, and then it automatically puts the video. We don't have to pass a specific video ID. Yep, perfect. So we'll go ahead and send that as well. Just check that it's active state here to decide if we want to. So let's head back over here and basically pull that as well. So comments Twitch, login and close this room, login instances. We'll just keep it YouTube right now. Keep it. No, I'm kind of tempted to do it.
One new subscriber.
But I want this message to be conditional because I might only be on live on one service at a time. So let's think through this a wee bit. Maybe what we'll do is make a messages array and combine it onto one and then send it. Let's do that. So an array here called messages. And so it's messaging specific to the services from. And then what we'll do is push. Stop push. And we should just be able to do message colon. That's maybe simple to just do another local variable. Const message equals messages join. So that's going to do is this will take every string in your array and join it together in one string, and we should just be able to pass in a new line character. I think you need double quotes for this to work properly. And then we'll be able to support a dynamic list of our links. So I think I'm happy with that. All we need to do now is some garden expression, expect dismiss. What we could do as well, pop some of this stuff into helper functions to keep it clean. There's a little bit get crazy over here.
One new subscriber.
Support, guys. Make sure you ask any questions developing this to take your feedback and build it live as well. Some of you will have way better ideas for this than I do. VLC overload. Let's check our local Docker. Spin up another terminal. Docker PS, so let's start your Docker instances that are up. See my RTMP server is running. This guy is going to become mega important over the next week or two. We just have to restart it. It's possibly what's going on here.
Boom. Like number 3. You're helping this project go viral.
Let's add some additional messaging when people like that in here. So I'm at it, so there's a little bit more variety. Right, 3 more subscribers before this counter goes up to 3,200, so appreciate your support. Take a quick 2-minute break, I think. Let's do that. 28, 13 now. Yes, Link, where did you go? Basically just writing a bunch of helper functions here to get all our live streams and combine it into one Discord message. Why is it angry? There you go. Poll is active and channel name, Twitch integration state. For optional chaining and another coalescing operator, you can write pretty guarded code without too much syntax. I love it. Alright, carrying on. Or channel name, I kind of need that, don't I? And I'm writing this in such a way that other creators will be able to use it themselves. At this project, actually, at least the streaming portion started with another creator, who later went on to disappoint me greatly, both in person and my soul. That's alright, we're carrying on. Such is life. You can filter this to actually make sure that the message has a length more than 0. That way we don't have a bunch of empty new lines. There wasn't always a time where it was this nice, like JavaScript took a little bit of direction from functional programming languages, maybe like Pascal and stuff like that. And it's made it a lot easier to write efficient algorithms and filtering, sorting, and all that stuff. I've followed JavaScript for about 20 years now, 22 years. I started when I was a kid. So I've seen the growth of the web. I grew up like the height of Flash game creation era. That's what I kind of gravitated towards. But I was making web games before I got into Flash. And now I'm right back where it started. But it's a little bit more interesting building it inside of someone else's platform. Kind of like a little tentacle setup, reaching into these live streams and growing organically inside of it, hopefully. Fascinated with the concept of having live chat drive stuff. There's a couple of creators on YouTube that have done really cool projects like that, and but I've yet to see something that's sustaining. And I've kind of built a whole little streaming platform that sits right on top of and works along with YouTube, Twitch, and Kick. All right. Quickly break, guys. Make sure you're subscribed. Make sure you click Discord links. Make sure you're asking questions. If you're learning coding or just curious about the project, ask.
One new subscriber.
Right, that's us back. What we'll do. Yeah, that's fine. So we'll populate this messages array with our URLs. Sorted. And then we want to pick up a button to control this on the React front end. We'll do that inside of our get destroyed by a mosquito out here. I'm going to go into React, add an additional button, which is basically going to say send your online links. This fuck, I got me. So we need to make a on-click handler here. Scroll back up here. I love the ease that you can build connected applications with WebSockets. As you can see, I've set up a lot of helper functions to make it very easy to do so. What did we call it? Let's switch over and have a look. Populate it, okay. It's called populate. The YouTube's funny. I thought it would be closer to the end of the week where most people interact, but it's honestly a crapshoot. Usually actually happens early in the week. The most popular stream time is a Sunday, which is funny. It requires my account to be working, doesn't it? Their RTMP server never loaded up, which is always curious. There's our viewer character working. So Walter, my friend, good friend, we're back. Got 18 years. I let me borrow this nice camera. I'm going to be shooting a talking head update for the channel. 3 months of having avatars on the screen being part of the chat. There's been a lot of funny moments, and a lot of feedback, and I'd like to give folks some credit for their help here. It's important. I also want to bring up our staging environment. So there's our button for populate live links. We won't test this tonight because it requires a server restart, and I don't want to do that while we're live. That's why we're setting up staging, so we can test server changes without restarting everything. But for some reason, it doesn't want to load. Pull up some logs off screen here. I have to be careful not to mix my terminal sessions. Docker logs. What is going on here? It's the main question. Just but our code injector for the staging server is not. It gets stuck in pending. This thing. Using containers for development purposes is lovely. Segregate all your environments. Yeah, why is it bitching? That's the question. It's called injecting. It is using shared network. Grumpy. Oh no, don't want to do that. Down through. That might be our issue. There's a lot of different containers that power this whole project here, as you can imagine. Right, but it should be working. Let's bring it down. So we're using the alias name of the container. Let's see if we can just hijack the local IP, which isn't preferred. Rebuild. Looks like that works. Oh, it's so grumpy. Let's see, is it a good way to destroy a Docker container? It's always scary to do this. You don't want to mix your environments. It's good to know. 4 likes. Appreciate you guys. Let's update that like counter.
Awesome, that's 5 likes now. Your support helps others discover this stream.
Pure words have never been spoken. Make sure you subscribe. I usually get on most weeknights. And the whole point of tonight's stream is actually making it so, as a Scottish person in Florida and America, I can get out with my mobile phone here and bring avatars along to interesting situations. Kind of exploring the town a bit. And my brother will be coming over from Scotland. And he's been dying to get over here. He's not been here for years. So we should actually have him in this office maybe in a couple of months. So there's 3 things right now that are like tripping me up, and every one of them is related to a bloody Docker container. Every one. Let's take a look at our RTMP configuration. Just see what's going on here. That'd be the issue. So when I bring our RTMP environment down, we'll try to get this to work so you can load it essentially in a little video player. So we want to see someone came on as well, had a great idea to do Kynto as a YouTube activity, as a Discord activity. So there's no lack of interesting things to do. And I notice a lot of the good ideas that people have are stuff that they want to do. They see this project and they're like, hey, why don't you do that? And I'm like, yes. Oh, it said Twitch isn't loading this. So. Alright, let's bring down our RTMP environment. We could do that right here. I think that's the wrong container. CD services, RTMP, Docker compose down, and Docker compose up, -- build. And since we actually want to watch what's happening, we're not going to run it in patch mode. There we go. So what's very cool about this, let's see if all this works seamlessly.
Snapo M1 says woo hello.
Let's see, I should be able to just show my screen here and it pops up on stream. Oh, that's lovely. That's the power of WebRTC. Go back in OBS. Open up our little panel that we coded last night. Oh, I think it's on localhost, right? It's on localhost. It's one of these kajillion tabs. Right, let's do a new one. So this is a local development environment here, where we can control OBS. And I'm setting up staging. There's like a whole orchestra of things that have to happen. Let's fetch state. You can see it's recording and it's streaming. We're going to stop the recording. That's our path of our file. I'm going to stop streaming and I'm going to restart it. So yeah, that should be done. Click it again. You can see in OBS how it highlights start streaming and it goes up. Let's just see if VLC will load it. We really need it to cooperate. Come on, big man. Those what you're made of. Well, that's starting about. We'll go ahead and test our web access. Let's remember our IP. I think our port is 8080. Slash, what is it? What have we forgot? Slash stream HLS. That's okay if that failed. Yes. Ah. Yeah, let's type file URL. It's frustrating about this. I do remember having this working at one point. I wasn't ready to roll it out. What we're going to do is ask GPT for some assistance here, because this should be working. It should. Notice, I like coding, I like typing code, I like building things based on experience, but I'm not afraid to use the tool to help me debug things. What's the changing here? Oh, but if you guys are aware of a tool called Restream, we're essentially able to do that right here. We're going to be restreaming everything that comes in through this all out to the other services, and you see coded all the integrations. So we're going to have a complete solution for streaming. So we'll start this, bring it back up, go ahead and fetch state, start streaming. You can see my OBS is now streaming again. I want to test that URL again, see if we can get it working. See if it does anything interesting. Not found. Oh, it did a thing, it downloaded it. Did a thing, guys. So can we throw this into a player? That is the question. Pop that in our little CodeLoch player for testing. Pop on right over here. Grab this URL. I wonder if the mix of HTTP and HTTPS is going to be a problem. We're about to find out, guys. Why would you pay for a service if you can build it yourself? Let's see. Not much interesting happening there. Let's take a look at our streaming angle. See if we're using the right settings. Interesting. Restart OBS. Is that our issue? Let's go ahead and test the chat out for a minute. It's starting to make me think it's broken. Let's see what's going on. Oh, jeez. We could write a HLS player. Install HLS, it's fine. I'm not using the state data. Add acquire some imports. Looks a wee bit of a waste of time to implement HLS, but for whatever reason I've been led down this rabbit hole, guys. Set a property parameter, also known as a stream URL. It's effect, which basically updates whenever that stream URL is passed in or a new one is passed in. Oh god, that's a wee bit now. Check if the video can't play. What is the oh. Maybe I should just try this before I install this shit in Safari. So it's a good idea. There's an effect that you return a callback arrow function to basically clean it up. Let me clean up to right now. Right into this is what it's responding to. And obviously what return your HTML. The JSX, to be more specific, I don't imported. That's autoplay. some bootstrap utils to set the width and height to 100%. The video tag is not supported. Display this. And get rid of our unnecessary imports out here. Like so. Back over here, grab our URL, it's supposed to work, eh? Place this as the component we just created. I don't know if I exported it, I don't think I did. Now it's exported. Guys, I will be winding down shortly. You've been awfully quiet here tonight. So I'm running on fumes. If you want to get game development questions or code questions, this is your time. Stream URL. I have to restart this a couple of times because I did muck about with where I'm streaming to. I don't expect it to work right away. Oh, we've got a chest in Safari, that's right. Just getting a bunch of subscribers and their sub count.
1 new subscriber.
Appreciate you guys. Just push me to 3,200. Safari, right? That was it. Even though it's quiet, the channel's still growing, and we're still getting stuff done. So is it really the end of the world? I don't know. Loading. There we go. I did not expect the match pattern. It's not playing, so let's go ahead and restart a little streaming setup here. I think you can still see me sharing my screen from my 4th computer that's involved in tonight's stream. Takes a lot of computers from building a streaming body network, doesn't it? It's kind of ridiculous. Just because we can, we'll start this up on our little UI. So I implemented OBS control over WebSockets. And it works pretty well. So let's reload this again. I have to figure out what's triggering that wee error, I'm not too sure. More aggravating than interesting. Go ahead and just drop that Discord link for you folks that are interested in this project. I want to have any code reviewed, show off anything. I had one guy that came on and he had a ton of cool projects done in Scratch. It was in 3D, and it was one of the cooler little review streams I've ever done. I'm kind of fascinated by that whole setup. Anything that gets anyone into coding is very cool, but the things you can do with it is quite ridiculous, if you ask me. Let's free up some memory here. Alright, there's a Discord link, guys, in the chat. Since I'm not hearing any questions, and I do have to sleep, it's 3:45 AM. I fell asleep immediately after work today. I slept for a couple hours. I've got a nice camera here that I need to use to shoot a little talking head video. I'm going to go drop that so you can learn more about this project even after I disappear, and you can see other people utilising this. So there's a couple of links for you in the chat. Just a quick reminder on this whole thing, every avatar you see here is someone that previously interacted with the stream via live chat. And it works for Twitch, YouTube, all that good stuff. Yeah, we're going to shut it down. Appreciate you guys. I've got some code to release tomorrow. Hopefully I can get staging up and I can figure out what the hell is going on with my RTMP situation. Up till now, everything's been WebRTC, peer-to-peer. So, but we have to move some things to the server in order to scale this up and make it so we can go mobile. So yeah, check out the links. You've got a video link right there. We're using a follow-up update with all the participation we've had from live chat. You get to see all the avatars, you get to see everything go crazy. Yeah, come around tomorrow. Maybe it'll light up like a Christmas tree. Catch you later.